Hello, and today we will be installing VMware in Kali Linux. Now I have a video on how to install it on Windows. You can check it out here. But for Kali Linux or any Linux distribution, it's a little bit complicated because in Windows the dependencies and anything that requires to run a VM is usually installed on your operating system. And if you are running any new operating system like Windows 10, Windows 11, you probably have everything that you need to run a virtual machine. But Linux, on the other hand, in most cases, Linux is kind of like a bare bones system where it is very lightweight and it's mostly focused on speed and customization. So you kind of have to build yourself what you need. Now, I'm not saying that every distro is like this, but for Kali Linux, you have to install dependencies according to your needs. So I won't go too much in like explaining things because it will be a little bit longer on the video side. And I just want to say, if you like the video, just like it and leave a comment and saying how it went for you, and just subscribe, and we will be hitting 100 subscribers at the end of the year. So the first thing we need to do is update our system. Now the updating part is very important because if you have an older system and you download the latest version of VMware, then it would not work because you need something called Linux headers. So let me show you what do I mean by that. So let's just close this and let me boot into an older kernel. Now if you didn't know, you can actually boot Kali Linux in an older system. Now I'm using this in a virtual machine. You may think that what the heck, I'm installing a virtual machine inside of a virtual machine. It's just fine. I have enough resources to run a virtual machine, like in a virtual machine. So after you get to the grub loader, just hit any key and get to the advanced option. Now we are getting into an older version of the kernel. So after I get here, let me select this one. This is a bit older. So if you click this, as you can see, this says Kali 5. So the latest version is Kali 7 and this is a bit older version. So I will show you what do I mean by missing dependencies. Let this boot up, and so after we boot this up, let us check that if it actually booted into an older kernel. So we check that by saying uname -r, and this will show us that yes, indeed we are in a little bit older system. So what do we do if we're like, what is the issue that I'm talking about? So this is a file that I created. This is a file that I created, the step-by-step commands that you need. I will tidy this up a bit and leave a link to this, and you can download this file yourself and go through this with me. So as you can see, these are the things which you need to do first, which I will show you a little bit later. But if we skip this and you're like, oh, nah, I don't need this, then we need to download it. I will also go over that. But this one is like the one that is most important is the dependencies. So what happens if we just run this? So let's say you downloaded everything and you just want to run this one. So if we just paste it here, and if you didn't know, you can paste a command into the terminal with Ctrl+Shift+V. Ctrl+V doesn't work. You need Ctrl+Shift+V, and these are the things that we need. So if I just click this, then give the password, as you can see, it will show an error which will say unable to locate packet Linux header 5.18.5-Kali 5. Now you must be wondering, where the heck did I type this? Well, this one right here, where it is referring to the output of this command. Now this is very advanced stuff. You can learn this in some other video on YouTube, but basically we're just saying that get this name and put it right here. So that is why it is not working. Now you can also check what version of this file is available. So just so you can change it accordingly. So to search for it, you can type apt search, then we can type linux dash header, and if we search this, then you can see it will give us a bunch of output, but we don't need it. Just scroll to the top, and as you can see here, this is what we need. So you can see linux header 5.18.0 Kali 7. So we need an updated version, and this AM64 just means the like architecture that we are using. So that's not very important. Like, I know it is important, but not that much as this one. So now let's get back to our updated kernel, and then we'll continue from there. So let me just close this, then just restart. Now here we are just booting into the latest kernel. And then now if we check this, you can see we're in the latest kernel. So then what we have to do is download VMware. So, oh no, sorry. The first thing you need to do is update your system. So here is how to update your system, and then we'll go over how to actually download and install the VMware file system or whatever. So let's get started on updating your system. So after you have updated your system and rebooted, we should be back here right now. And then there is two ways that you can download this file. So the first way is not the normal way where we can just get into your browser, then just search for VMware download, and then just get to the first link that you see, scroll a bit down, then here you can see it says try workstation 16 player for Linux. Then you can just click download now, and it will start downloading. Now as you can see, it says 1 because I already have this downloaded. So that's how you downloaded the browser way. Now there is another way we can download this. So if we see this file, this is the one, well, the file that we created to get the step-by-step guide, and you can see that this one is for the terminal users, like who really like to work on the terminal. So if we just get to the downloads menu, let's just go cd download, and then we just copy this command and then just paste it here. Again, for pasting, just do Ctrl+Shift+V. Oops. And then if we hit enter, then, and as you can see, it says file is already fully retrieved, nothing to do. That means we already have this downloaded, and it doesn't need to download. So if you are doing this and you don't have it download, it will automatically download the latest version of VMware, and then we can work from there. So the reason I'm not downloading it is because my internet sucks and it will take forever to download. So we can just clear this now, and just to show you that I already have this downloaded, if I type ls, then you can see it is right here, VMware player full 16.2.4. Now after we have downloaded this, now here is the part that you are wondering, that what happens if we do this right now, like what will happen. So if I just copy this and then just do and then hit enter and just give my password, and as you can see, now it is downloading because this can find the latest version which is required, because we are on the latest kernel. So keep that in mind and don't be scared if you didn't update your system and it's not working, because, well, you need the dependencies. So this is where things get a little bit tricky. So let's just clear this up. Now we have to install the VMware. So how do you do that? Like, how do you install a VMware? And if I do this again, you can see this is not a deb file, which is usually what is used to install in Kali Linux or Ubuntu based system or Debian based system in general. You need a deb file to directly install it. So how to install this bundle file? Well, it's really easy. So first we have to give permission to that file that it can be executed. So to give permission, we have to do is let's do sudo chmod and then +x, and this +x means it will have the execution properties. Then we can just do /vmware player full. Then after you hit enter, now you may think, well, nothing happened, but a lot of things happened. This now has the permission to be executed. And you can try to directly install this and you will see it will say permission denied because it does not have the permission. So this step is required. So after we have done that, let's just clear this to keep things clean, and let me make the font a bit bigger so you can see better. Then if we do this one and just click enter, then you can see, oops, sorry, I need root access. We make mistakes too, like nobody's perfect, so if we do this now, Then you can see it is extracting VMware installer and it is installing the like the VMware. And give it a moment and it should be installed. And if you know everything like step by step, it is not that much of a complicated process. But some things here and there may confuse some people. So, and you can see it says installation was successful. And if we go here and search for VMware, then you can see we have VMware player right here. So let's run this and see what happens. So after you run this, here is a message that you will see. Before you can run VMware, several modules must be compiled and loaded into the running kernel. So then you will just say, well, it's easy, let's just hit install. And then it will ask for your password. Let's give it our password. Then here is the issue that you might face. So unable to install all modules, C log something. So this is an error you may see. So what do you do when you see this error? So when you see this error, just close this, just cancel this, and you will see that here is a step right here that says modules install. And I also type modules installed in case running VMware doesn't automatically download it. So if it is automatically downloaded, it's really good for you, and you can just continue on and skip this step. But if it didn't, then follow along very carefully. So let me just type step 4 here. Step 4, just to make things seem good. So then let's just copy this. So you see this one, that's under modules install. Then we just copy this one and then just paste it here. Now here you can see it says version. Like this one, you need to replace the version with the version that you have installed. So the version you can just get from here. It says 16.2.4. You can just check that and it's easy to get the version. So let's just remove the version from here, then type 16.2.4. So this is the version that we are currently running. So then just hit enter, and this will give you a manually installable modules file. So let me just clear this. It gets cluttered very easily. So then what you have to do, and I wrote it here, that uncompress this file you have just downloaded. So let's just copy this, then just paste. Oops, I accidentally pressed Ctrl V. So Ctrl Shift V, and what this will do, it will just extract the file that we just downloaded. And if you don't know what this is, tar is just a zip format that is used in Linux. So if we just hit enter, and it just extracted it. So how do we check this? We just type ls or trusty old command. Then you can see here is the folder. Now this red one means it's a zip file, this blue one means this is a directory, and this is just a bundle file. So we need to get into this folder right here. So we can type cd, then just move to that folder, and you can use tab. Like if you didn't know, you can just type it half and then tab, and it will autocomplete for you. It's very convenient. So after you hit enter, now as you can see, we are in this directory. So what exactly do we do in this directory? And as you can see, there's not much to do. We just have to type make and then sudo make install, and the rest will be done automatically. So let's just type make, and then we just wait for it a bit. Now we just clear this up, then just do sudo make install, and now everything is done. So let's see how do we know that everything is done. Let's run VMware. What the heck, I can't type clear. What the heck is going on right here? There we go. I finally succeeded on cleaning this thing. So now let's just start VMware and let's see where this takes us. And as you can see, after we did that, this directly opens VMware Player. And we don't have to like install anything because we just installed everything we need right now. So then we just say I accept, like no one has time to read this. So we just accept it. And then this one as well. And this is like if you want to start this on startup, then you can set it up like that. But no, we don't want it because what the heck, I'm already running a VM VM inside a VM, so I don't want it on startup. Then I will just say next. And like if you like my VMware very much, you can join this program. But no. Now here, if you have a license key, like if you bought it, you can enter it here. But we are broke; we don't have those. So we just use VMware Player 16 for free for non-commercial use. So we'll just do that. Then we do finish, and this will ask for our password again. So we do our password, authenticate, and there we go. Why the heck do you have to get in that corner? Like, why do you like that? Now here you can see, thank you for using VM Player. VM Player, whatever. I don't need to read that. Okay. Then we can create new virtual machines, and this is like what do you want to use as the default drive, use ISOs, like the usual way you work with VMware. So that is it. That is how you install VMware in your machine. I know it is a bit complicated, so I will refine this a little bit and make it more readable. Then I will leave a link in the description where you can download this text file and you can just follow along with this to make things easier for you. So, and also as you can see, there is a thing called uninstall, and if in any circumstances you need to uninstall VMware, this is how to do it. These are the two commands that you need. So let me just show you one of them because I don't want to uninstall it. So if I do this, this will show you what version of, like, what are you running exactly. So you can see that it says product name, VMware Player, and product version. Like this is the version that we are running. So, and if you are wondering, if you use workstation like the VMware Workstation Pro, it will show VMware Workstation. Like they are different things. So that's mostly it. Leave a like on the video, subscribe, and let's try to hit 100 subs before the end of the year. And see you guys in the next one.